Hey everybody, it's Nufi from Nufi Loves Luxury. Welcome back to my channel, and for anybody new watching this, hi. If you're wondering why I sound like this and maybe look like this, I've been sick. So yeah, today I just wanted to come and do a quick video to say I'm still alive, but no, in seriousness, I've had COVID, so I planned on doing a number of videos. Sorry, my dog's drinking water, if you can hear him. But unfortunately, I got COVID, and it's the first time that I've had COVID since this, began in early 2020, really. For those that may have seen me before and listened to my story, I do have an extremely unwell son, and I was always very, very cautious, probably more than majority of people, of being in lockdown. I pretty much locked myself down, not just government mandated, for a very long time. I'm talking years. And then as the world opened, I slowly, started coming out of that, and but I've still been very, very careful because of my son. Unfortunately, my husband came home last Tuesday, I don't know, about a week ago anyway, and he wasn't well, and he's never sick, and he got COVID. He tested positive, and then we threw him, lucky we've got a big house, we threw him in another room and isolated him, and I thought I was safe, and I tested every day, and it was about the fifth day, which was last Wednesday or Thursday morning, I think I woke up. I was extremely unwell. I've had 3 injections, so immunizations for COVID prior to. I thought I'd be okay. So I locked myself up here in my bedroom. I've got my ensuite and got a big area that I can close the double doors off, so that my son's separated. We swung into effect the plan that we had in place for my son. Not only is he sick, but he has autism, etc. And I had one of his main carers, who's been with him for 20 years, come and look after him for me. So I was very grateful and lucky for that, because I was really sick. So when I woke up, I felt like an axe was in my head, and I am one that gets migraines, so this was worse than that even, which is funny to say out loud. And sorry, my dogs I'm just checking out what they're doing. They bark at everything, moving past. I had to stop because my dogs were barking, and then I thought, you probably can't hear me, so I better come a bit closer. Not that you want to see this. First day I will put makeup on. What was I saying? So yes, I woke up and I felt like this axe was in my head, and I was extremely dizzy. I'd had a fever, and I get vertigo, so I felt really badly the vertigo. And I kind of, in my eyes, sounds funny now, but felt like I was on like a pirate ship that was in these really rough seas, and I had an axe in my head, and I was freezing, but I was hot. And then the worst thing, because if that wasn't bad enough, I also felt I couldn't get my thoughts into place. Like I felt my mind was skipping, and I'd go, oh yeah, look, I've got to do this, and then it would be like clunk, and then be like, what was I doing? And then, every time I tried to get some clarity, I just couldn't. Anyway, as soon as I woke up, because I was in here alone, I'd rang, sorry, I had to stop. I'd rang my mum, actually, and I don't even know how I got to pick the phone up to get her phone number. So I rang my mum, and I just basically said to her, Mum, I'm extremely sick, like really sick, one of the worst I've been in my life. And lucky my doctor was actually calling me that morning for a whole different thing, for some results from some prior tests. And as soon as she'd rang, I said my mum had dropped up a test here, and I'd tested positive, and I told the doctor how sick I was and what was happening. And she got me some antivirals. I don't assume people know what that is. If not, you can Google it. But basically, it's here in Australia, you have to have a set of criteria to be able to get those antivirals, which I actually ticked that criteria. So my doctor got me the script within that 5 minutes, and my mum went and got those for me from the chemist, and the chemist in Australia is a pharmacy. And I started taking them, which was 3 in the morning, 3 at night, and that was over 5 days. And they don't stop it, but they're meant to lessen the effects of COVID. And so I'd taken them, and all I can say is that I can't even imagine if I had not got those, because this developed even worse, to a point that I couldn't breathe. My oxygen levels were very low. The next morning, Mum had rang my doctor back and said, yeah, look, she's really sick, and, you know, we'd taken the oxygen levels and that, it was sort of 80 something, I can't remember. And she said, I'm sorry, you know, you've got to call an ambulance, you've got to go to hospital, maybe just a bit of oxygen. But I just had these weird thoughts in my mind of back of Europe when COVID first started, and because of my son, I was like, no, you can't take me to hospital. If I go to hospital, they're never going to let me out. And what if my son catches this? I'm not going to be here. I know it all sounds crazy, but that's just how it happened, right? So then I was like, I cannot go, just give me an hour. Probably in my mind, I knew I'm probably going to have to go. And so I said, just give me an hour to keep breathing. Obviously, I can talk a little bit. I could string some words together. I can breathe if it gets really worse quickly, you know. So I tried to get out of bed to pack a hospital bag, because I knew that was probably just a matter of time. And oh my gosh, to even breathe or move, it was just terrible. Because I'd heard all these different things of some people saying, oh, COVID's nothing, you know, it's like having the flu. And even if you, or a basic cold, some people had no symptoms. Sorry, I had to stop and move the car. I don't know where I even was. This is what COVID's done, lost my train of thought. Anyway, I think I was telling you about the ambulance. So I just refused. I was just so worried about not being here for my son that my own health didn't even really matter, even though I was terrible. But look, I was trying to be logical. I knew that if I got to a point where I thought, actually, there's no breath coming here, or it's getting closer and closer, and I was watching the oxygen levels because I have all that sort of equipment here for my son. I thought, yeah, okay, I'll let him take me. My mum was like, I'm just going to take control, and I'm just, you know, you're going to go. And I'm like, no, I'm not. Anyway, I got through. It was really difficult. It really, really threw me. And then on the third day, I could breathe a bit more, but not talk that much, you know. Probably looking back in hindsight, yep, going to the hospital and getting some oxygen or whatever they were going to do was absolutely the right thing, which of course I didn't do. But there was no way I could have worked. I could have got my head up. I could have made a video. I was just a mess. I mean, so bad. I don't know, has anyone else had COVID like this? I'm sure they have. I mean, so many people died, you know, people believe it or not. I think worldwide, I heard the other day, 7 million people have died. All I kept thinking, if it wasn't for the antiviral, I could have been one of those people. Like, it sounds dramatic, but I really was so sick. In fact, today is day 7. I think. And I'm still, you probably hear it a bit, I'm still not better. I'm now testing negative, which I'm so pleased because it means I can see my son, but I'm very careful. But yeah, oh my God, it's just been so awful. So awful. And so I just wanted to come and do a quick video to say where I've been for anybody. Maybe nobody has noticed, but that I haven't been here, because it's probably the longest I haven't made a video for outside of going to Bali, but I probably even put videos there in Bali. So yeah, look, one thing that I've been able to do as the days passed and as I've been able to breathe is, you know, get on and watch some YouTube and just lay in bed feeling terrible and sorry for myself, but and just be able to see what's been going on in the luxury community, and wow, so much has been going on, and some great video content that's being put out. I watched a couple of new handbags that Candy had opened, and I watched Meredith's new belt that she got, and I was like, wow, that's cool, you know, from Louis Vuitton. And then I've been watching Jess from Jessie Style, which I actually watched this morning, talk about how Louis Vuitton seemed to be every other week dropping, you know, new handbags. And I'm like, yeah, I agree. I think there's just so many flooded to the market. It's almost, I mean, I love Louis Vuitton, that's all there is to it, but it almost gives is it that special anymore if they're just constantly dropping, and is it just for collectors, or I don't know what's going on. I was so excited that when they dropped the new By the Pool, I was like, yes, that's my favorite collection that's ever happened in the world of Louis Vuitton. Just those pinks and those vibrant colors, and you know, just loved it. But I found myself looking on the website going, it's nice, but I already got something like that, or, you know, and I've just, you know, a year of the house, keep telling myself, don't buy something unless you really, really want it. having said that, the last video that I uploaded, check out my last videos, please, is a purse. I need a new purse. So I need a small purse because I've got a few bigger purses. I've got the Victorine and the Sarah wallet, and I've researched the hell out of it. Now I've made myself so like, well, I don't know what the hell I want. And I've had a few people tell me, I know Steph, one of the ladies that gets on and makes some comments, she said, "I'll try the, what was it? The Capucine wallet." And I was like, oh, didn't even know they had one. So I had a look at that, but I think it's just a little bit big for me. I think what I might have settled on is the Lou wallet or the Zippy wallet, because I think I just want a little compact, something a bit bigger than the card holders, but smaller than the Victorine. And then I nearly ordered one online while I was sick. Then I was like, you know what? I actually think I need to go to the boutique and feel them and zip it and just have a look at it. So that's probably, once I get well, what I'll do next, because it's a smaller purchase. I know it's still expensive, but it's a smaller purchase. But my next video and what I want to talk about next is, I've only seen one person talk about it, and that was Marquita from Marquita's Luxury. Sorry if I said that wrong, my mind's still not working. And it's the back to school collection. Okay, that interests me. That very much interests me. I was this close to buying, after watching Candy's, the new Diane in Empreinte leather, because I just want that everyday bag, and I still haven't bought myself a black bag yet. Oh, but I don't know, hummed and hard going, is there going to be a bag that I really want more? I don't know. Anyway, then I got sick, so that took it all away from me. But of course, even when you're sick, you still think about, I do, Louis Vuitton. How funny. But it's just something that I love to do. I've tried to get up this morning, and I did about an hour and a half of work, and I just was so exhausted. I thought, I can't do this. So I decided to come and make this quick video today to tell you all where I've been, and that I will be, once I improve, going down and having a look, going down because it's about 2 hours from my house, having a look at the Louis Vuitton to at least buy a purse or something. But I'm still trying to make it the year of the house. I'm trying to get to a point where I've paid my house off for the third time, this time the final time, because I'm going to close that account when I do it. And then I can buy whatever handbag I want every fortnight if I want to. So that's where I'm trying to go in my mind. It's very hard, very, very hard to stick to that, because, hence why I do some other shopping hauls, which I haven't done either because I've been sick, such as Shein or something else, makeup. I definitely did do a makeup video, I think, before I was sick. Gosh, my mind. And there's some more things that I want to buy there. So yeah, I'll show you that. And I've thought about it while I've been sick. There's a whole heap of handbags that aren't necessarily Louis Vuitton, but I just want to talk about that. So I will do some more content. I just need to feel a bit better to get the proper lighting and get back in my office. So yeah, that's where I've been, dying with COVID. Well, that's a bit dramatic. I'm not dying. I am on the improve, but I'm still very unwell. But as soon as I get through this stage, I'll put some more videos together, and I hope that you've been able to hear me okay. And my voice is not great, as well as I'm using just my flip phone as the camera with no lighting, no microphone, so I apologize. Anyway, hopefully I don't look too terrible. This is my first day of makeup, which was actually nice to go into my makeup room and put some makeup on. It made me feel a bit alive, but of course my hair is a mess. I just feel well. So now I'm about to go and sit on my recliner, probably watch some more YouTube, and just edit this video and chuck it on. I'm not going to edit too much. So guys, thanks so much for watching, for anybody that does watch this. Hopefully I'm on the mend soon, and I look forward to doing some more handbag videos and makeup videos. So I will love you all and leave you, and thank you so much, and keep creating that good content because it's been fun to watch. Okay, I will see you soon. Bye.